Hi boys and girls. Today I'm going to teach you how to use Google Slides. First, when you're in the Google Slides website, you are going to first come over here to the theme area and you are going to choose a theme that you would like for your background of all of your information. You have lots of options. I think the one that I liked, however, would be this baby blue, and as you can see, it then changes the background. Then what I would like for you to do is to put the title of your slideshow, which will be your title region. I do not have a region, so I'm just going to write your title region or your region so that you know that's where you're going to put your title. And then on your subtitle, I want you to put by, and then your name will go there. You will not need the parentheses when you write these things in. I'm just putting them there so that you know that that is what you are supposed to change the words inside those parentheses. Next, you are going, before I go to the next, let's talk about how you can change the font of these words. You can come up here to the font area and you can choose to change it to whatever you would like. I would like for you to make sure that it is readable for the rest of the students. I might change it to Comic Sans, and then I could change the name to the same thing. You may also change the font size. So if I wanted to make my title bigger, I could come over here and choose to make it bigger. And I can choose to make my subtitle bigger as well. So that is how you can change the sizes of your font. You can also come over here, and if you would like to bold print to make it darker, you can do that. I would prefer you not to use the other two different types of writing up here for right now. To make your title slide a little more interesting, you can also insert a picture. So if you come up here to Insert and go to Image, you can come over here to Search, and in Google you can search for any image that you would like. I'm going to go ahead and put climate regions in, and I'm going to find a picture. Here's one of the United States, and I'm going to insert it. It will come right up here. You can move your picture by clicking on it, and you can also make it bigger. If you click on one of these side boxes, it can make your image bigger so you can see it a little bit better. And that is how you put an image in. Next, what I'm going to do is we're going to make a new slide. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, back up to the top, and we're going to click Insert, and we're going to click New Slide. When you have a new slide, it's going to bring you up to whatever slide layout it wants to, but you can come up here and you can change the different kind of layout that you would like to choose. I think for this next slide, I'm going to choose the title with 2 columns. For the title of your next slide, I would like it to be you're going to write the, and then your climate region can be found in, and in this first box I want you to put in one location that your climate region can be found in. So I'm going to write in there one location, and you're going to write a specific country, and then I also want you to insert an image in this box as well to show that country, which I showed you how to insert an image on the first slide. And then on over here, I want you to write a second location. And if you want to know how to make these little circles over here with your bullet points, I'm going to show you. You can X out of this theme over here, and it will give you more options. And you can see right here, it gives you numbers. And then this one is just bullets. So if you click on there, it will give you a bullet. And then you're going to type your second location in right here, which it needs to be a specific country. And then you can also insert in your second image for your second specific country. So you will have 2 locations and then 2 pictures as well to go with this second slide. Then for your third slide, you're going to go back up again and insert a new slide. Now, as I said, when you click on a new slide, it will come up to the same slide you had in the previous slide. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to change the layout again, and I'm going to do title and body this time. And the title for this one needs to be temperature. And you might change the font to a bigger font if you would like. And then in there, I would like for you to write the temperatures in your climate region and what it ranges from. It might range what the lowest degrees that it ranges from to the highest degree. And then you can insert an image here if you would like. For temperature, you might put a thermometer or something like that just to make it a little more interesting. So if I come over here, I could do image and then thermometer. And then I can choose which picture I would like. This one looks like our science thermometer, so I'm going to pick that one. And select. And as you can see, the image is too big, so I'm going to go to this X, and just like I made it bigger, I'm going to make it smaller. And then there you go, there's an image of a thermometer. Then once you have put what the low range for the degrees and the high range for the degrees are, you're going to go to your next slide. Insert new slide. And I'm going to change the slide layout to a different layout. And I'm going to change the slide layout to 1 column text. And then I'm going to make my title bigger because your title is going to be bigger. And I'm going to make the title Seasonal Temperatures in Your Region. And because this is so big, I'm going to have to make this text box bigger. And I might have to change the font depending on if I could make this fit. Okay, let's see. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. And I think I want it to be up here closer, so there we go. And then I'm going to move this text box actually over here so I can write the seasonal temperatures in here. I'm going to make it a little bigger. And I'm going to make sure that my font will show up the right color. So if you're wanting to change the colors of your font, you come up here. Right now it says it's white, and I want to change it, we'll say, to maybe a dark gray. And then I'm going to type in summer. Oh, and you know what? Let's do bullet points, summer. And you will want to put what your temperatures for summer are. What degree. So your summers might be so many degrees, and then after summer we would put fall. and then winter, and spring. Now this is really small, so I'm going to change this up and I'm going to make the font Comic Sans so that it matches my heading, but then I also want to make it a little bigger. So let's try 18. Once you do that, you might have to start taking out some of these. Well, and you don't have to put these lines because you're just going to actually put what temperature it is. And I think I'm going to make these spaced out a little bit more. So I'm going to click Enter and then erase the middle bullet points so that they all kind of are spread apart a little bit. And then that's kind of what I want for your fourth slide. Then you're going to insert a new one. And I'm going to just show you what I would like for you to do on these rest of these slides. You can always add images. Like I said, this one is about temperatures still. So I'm going to leave this one probably blank. But in your next ones, I'll show you what I'm looking for. And you can still insert images. You can change the layouts if you would like to change the different layout. Let me go ahead and show you the already made Google slideshow that I have made. So here I have, we are in the fourth slide. So you see you have your degrees. The next slide, I'm going to have you do the precipitation. And you're going to type in your region and then give me an adjective and tell me that your region is either extremely wet, seasonally wet, or dry. Whatever one you have found out, you can type that in. And then I also want to know in a year how much your region gets of rain. How many inches of rain does it get? Maybe you can tell me how much snow it gets. Just depends on where your region is at. Maybe your region doesn't have any snow, and maybe your region doesn't really get any rain. You can say this in this slide. The next slide I would like for you to show is the seasonal precipitation in your region. So how many inches of rain does your climate region get in the summer? How much does it get in the fall? How much does it get in the winter? And how much does it get in the spring? And you can see I put a little image in here to show different kinds of precipitation. It can be snow or it could be rain. Then your next slide, I want to know the type of plants that can live in your region. So I would like for you to have 3 of these, and you can tell me the certain kind of plant, and then if you would find a picture of that plant, that would be great. And then your second plant, and then show a picture, and your third plant and show a picture. And your next slide is the animals that live in your region. You're going to tell me the certain animal and then show me a picture, and you're going to do that 3 times, or 3 different animals with a picture. And your next slide will be a comparison to your home climate. So the climate zone that you have researched, I want to know how different it is from your home zone and how it's the same as your home climate zone. So you live in Kansas, you live in Spearville, so you have to think about what your climate zone is and then compare it and see how it is the same to your climate that you researched and how it is different than the climate that you researched. And the last slide is your reference slide. I would like for you to type in the website that you got your information from. That way anyone that looks at your slide can tell where you got your information.